Jackie. Thank you so much for coming back and talking to me.
Of course. Girl, you're my weekly, just chill out place.
I'm so glad. Tell me a little bit about what's better. What's been going on that you've noticed that's different in a good, positive way?
Well, you know how I mentioned that I met Michael a couple weeks ago? And he's been really, really supportive. And, whenever I'm just, freaking out about something, he might not be able to help me, but he just helps me calm down and look at it rationally. And, you know how I mentioned, my mom and I are starting to communicate a little bit more, and we're still struggling a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty resentful still, but we're working on it.
Okay, so your relationship with your mom, tell me a little bit more about how that's going. What does that look like? Does she come and visit you, or is it mostly over the phone, or is it by email? What does that look like?
It started with email, when she emailed me that first time. And it was pretty just factual, how are you? Da da da, I'm good, this, that. But we ended up Skyping once. We haven't actually seen each other face to face. I don't think I'm ready for that. But yeah, we're starting to get a little more personal and it's kind of like getting reacquainted. Sorry, I had a coffee before it came in. It's been a while. Decaf.
Of course. Okay. So we're getting close. How far along are you?
Anytime now. Oh,
okay,
I'm so excited.
Okay. So you're excited. What else are you feeling?
I'm really nervous.
It's understandable for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if you knew this actually, but I had a tattoo and it didn't hurt. So I'm counting on the fact that I have high pain tolerance.
Oh. Okay.
But other than strictly physical stuff, I'm just worried about my time right now. Having work and school and everything, and now baby. It's gonna be hard. But I'm hoping that it'll somehow work out.
Okay, so going back to your mom for just a minute, I know that for you, so we talked about on a scale from 1 to 5 how your relationship with her was. It was kind of at around a 3. Today, what do you think that number would be? On a scale from 1 to 1 being, it's disastrous, and 5 being it's super great and we're getting along just fine. Where do you see yourself today?
I think we're back at the 3. We've still been working at it, but, we have a lot, I'm not ready to hang out with her anytime soon, and we have a lot to work through before we can really be emotionally connected. So, I think 3 is a good number simply because both of us recognize that we have problems, and, we're taking it one day at a time, and we're both kind of trying to make it work.
Alright, right about now, we're going to go ahead and take our thinking break. I know you're perfectly well acquainted with those, so if you want to step out in the hall or stay here, this will be fine, but I'll be back in about 15 minutes, okay?
Okay, I think I'll just stay here.
Not a problem.
Feeling a little.
Oh, okay. Okay, so hopefully it didn't leave you for too long.
No, perfectly fine.
I want to go ahead and start with how much of a great thing it is that I think you're doing, going and continuing with the pregnancy and going ahead and having the baby. Have you decided whether you're going to keep the baby or set up an adoption process for the baby?
It's really hard to choose. Just because, I'm sitting here and I know that there's a baby inside of me right now, and it's the thought of that, just the thought that it's part of me, giving it up, is so hard. But at the same time, I need to do what's best for the baby, and so I'm super stressed out right now. And I really haven't decided, but I want to thank you for always being there and always listening to me and always giving me good feedback.
And I think going back on what you stated, I would encourage you that when you're kind of feeling your moments of anxiety suggest that you kind of look back on all the great things that you're doing. You're coming and you're talking to me, you're taking your maturity classes, and that's on top of juggling your regular schoolwork with your job responsibilities. So I think that's great, and it exemplifies a huge amount of a high level of emotional intelligence, and I think that's fantastic for someone, especially at your age and with everything that you've gone through. That's incredible. So thank you so much for coming out and talking with me. And I'm always available, so if you want to go ahead and set up another session, you can most definitely do that. That's completely up to you.
Definitely.
Okay, well,
Thank you so much.
And I'm so excited. I can't wait to meet the little one. I'm so happy for you. And I will see you next week, okay?
Okay.
Okay.